Welcome engineers. In this video we are going to discuss about components of transformer foundations. You can see that pictures in the left hand side, which is the transformer mounting over the transformer foundation, which is having the rails over the transformer foundations, the top of the foundations, which is the purpose of this rail is to move the transformer or haul the transformer in the running directions to place it on the position, as this transformer is having a wheel at the bottom. So this concrete wall is the hauling wall, which is running from HV side to LV side, which is also supported perpendicularly by a tie wall. You can see the bund wall, oil bund wall around the transformer for the oil spillage. This transformer also having adjacent foundations, which is holding the sound barrier and the fire protection wall. In the right hand side you can see another transformer foundations, which is of a precast concrete having a concrete grating over that, which is in progress of installing the transformer, having a sleeper beam, steel beam over that. Let's look into that topics more detail. So these are the various components. Of course, not all the components is applicable for single transformer foundations. There are certain components are more common for every transformer foundations, like main block. This main block is a transformer main block where the transformer is going to sit on that. This will be like a combined pedestal or overall block, which is holding a entire transformer base, or it will like a transformer hauling beams or hauling wall. So like that, totally we used to call it that as a main block. Second one is oil bund with the sump. This is also common for most of the oil transformer, oil based transformer. This is not applicable for tri-type transformers. So this oil bund with the sump is the main purpose is the burned oil or the spilled oil to be contained in the tank, so that it can be collected later or disposed to sewage, common sewage, after a treatment of separation from the rainwater. Next one is accessory supports. This is for cooling fan, radiator, roller supports, oil drain pipe supports, marshalling box supports. So these are for auxiliaries, transformer auxiliaries. For that we need some supports kind of arrangement, that to be holded on the foundation. Next one is a rail cum rod. This is optional. In many of the transformer in European countries, they used to place the transformer directly on the foundation using a high capacity cranes. So in that case this rail cum rod is not applicable, but in some of the projects they used to provide for heavy transformers, with the roller bases the installation process is done, so that the installation manually to be done using a jack equipment and pulling by the rope. So for that purpose the rail cum rod is necessary. Also the pulling block also necessary for in order to install the transformer if it is a heavy transformers. In generally this hauling will be done using a rails from the access road which is near to that, where the transformer is unloaded. Next one is a jack pad. This is also optional for a heavy transformer. This is main purpose is to turning, whenever there is a turning of a transformer to rest on its foundations, the jack pad used to give a potential lift to make the turning of the transformer to be a easy one at site. So wherever the elbow bend, which is a 90 degree from the nearest access roads, this jack pad to be provided. For that foundation also need to be provided along with the transformers. HV or LV equipment. Some of the equipment like surge arrestor, cable supports and neutral earth resistor or neutral earth switch. These are to be mounted on the transformer foundation, either it is on the transformer bund wall slab or on the bund wall itself. So it depends upon that the transformer foundation to be designed by considering the loads which is coming from the HV and LV equipment. Next one is a grating and supports. So there are various grating system. One is a fire rated prefab gratings. Another one is galvanized fabricated steel. In sometimes they are used precast concrete also as a core slab, also a grating, and the supports for the same to be provided, either it is a steel or some small concrete element to be placed inside the transformer bund slab. So this main purpose is to filter the spill oil so that it can be taking some cooling period. Generally the transformer oil which is coming out from the transformer will have very hot. In order to cool down the oil and stored into the oil bund wall, this fire rated prefab gratings are used. Next one is metal fillings. This is also optional. Sometimes some of the transformer required metal fillings and some they don't provide metal fillings, as the grating supports. Grating will provide a very good insulation of the oil spill. So here that granular stone filling to avoid slippage due to oil spill can be provided inside the transformer bund wall. So this is a method of filtering the oil, burnt oil. And next one is acoustic or noise protection. This is for heavy transformers. For example, the 3 winding or 3 voltage levels which is having more than 70 decibel, which is a general decibel to be considered as a human hearings without any disturbance. So this, in case if it is exceeding the 70 decibel or some limited decibel to the neighboring area, then we need to provide acoustic or noise protection wall. Finally, the fire protection wall, which is to protect the transformer and the allied equipment with respect to the fire burn when the transformer is having a short circuit or any other form of fire. So in that case we need to provide a fire protection wall around the transformers. So these are the main components which is required for the transformer foundations. I may miss something that need to be added. If you know the something other components which is related to the transformer foundations, you can add it in the comment box. So for an example, this transformer which is resting on the concrete block. So this block we used to call it as a main block. Of course, this foundation construction stage is in progress, so that this transformer is missing the bund wall and other arrangement. So in order to view the or explain the main block view, this is taken, and this view is comprises of main block, which is in the right hand side, oil bund wall which is around the transformer area. So there are some certain calculations which is required to fix this oil bund wall location based upon the oil capacity and the provided technical specification to consider the volume of oil and the rainwater accumulated during the rain or storm that inside the oil bund wall, that we need to calculate separately. This is a floor which is looking like a floor slab, which is for oil bund floor slab, where the entire oil to be retained this area. So in this whole area, the oil to be stored when there is a leakage or when there is a burnt oil spill from the transformer. So these are the accessory supporters as we have looked at cooler supports and the ladder, any accessories that supports need to be provided. In this picture, these are the supports for cooler support, radiator support. So this is the transformer having a roller at the bottom, so that the rail should be inserted inside the concrete, and the concrete slab is placed over the nearby the transformer bund, so that this concrete slab or rail cum road can be extended to the nearby access road. So this is to be designed along with the foundation, transformer foundations. So here you can see the jack pad, which is designed along with the transformer mounting or hauling wall. The hauling wall also having a rail over the transformer. So here the surge arrestor support also laid over the transformer of bund wall. So all these integrated foundations on the slabs are designed together for this kind of transformers. So there are also some supports and inserts for the box, control box. So these are the pulling block or lifting eye to be considered during the transformer foundation design. So this is a clear view of grating. So these are the steel fire rated grating. So in the right hand side it is a closer view of the grating. So here you can see the transformer hauling wall also, which is having a rail and a locking arrangement using the concrete blocks. Also the transverse wall, which is connecting the bund wall and to the hauling wall. So this is another clear view of fire rated gratings, which is placed at regular interval, having a support below that, and this is a cable support which is fixed on the grating, top of the grating. So here you can see a closer view of the concrete, precast concrete grating, having a gaps nearly 20 mm, 10 mm to 20 mm, where the oil can be spilled inside the bund wall area. So this is laid just below the transformer, having a 100 mm or 50 mm edges, and all this usually support on the transformer bund wall itself by making a shape of L. And this is a equipment support which is mounted on the transformer bund, and this is other view of equipment and cable entry to the transformer. So this is a protected cable zone. Here you can see some earthing cable, which is bared cable, which is running to the ground, and these are the cable tray which is running towards transformer foundations, and you can see these are the precast concrete element for grating, and these are the bund wall which is also holding the equipment support. This is a complete transformer foundations which is laid over the foundations, having a cable support. You can see here this is a cable support which is mounted on the bund wall by providing a cantilever column or the extended column from the bund wall, and these are the hauling beam and the jack pad here. So this is another transformer foundation showing the metal filling inside the transformer bund for the oil spillage. So this is also having a hauling beams here and the transformer bund wall around the transformers. Also some equipment support, the control cable support also fixed to this transformer main block. So this is a picture we have seen in our title sheet. In the title card we can see this picture which is having a sound barrier wall behind the transformer, which is separated foundations, and these are the transformer bund wall which is running peripheral to the transformer. So the platform support having the rail and hauling walls, transverse walls here, gratings, and some cable support also running behind the transformer, which is all together in the foundation. So this is a precast concrete element which is surrounded as a firewall to the transformer. So this precast wall, circumferential precast wall, also seated on the transformer bund. So this is a transformer bund wall, and these are the transformer hauling with the jacking pad on both the side for lifting the transformer for ease for moving the transformer front and back. This is a cable entry, and you can see this pedestal which is for surge arrestor holding, and you can see there are some cable sealing support which is placed over the precast concrete firewall element. These are the steel grating, metal grating. Also this concrete precast element is holding the cable ladder which is running all around. So the conductor also, the dropper also fixed here for earthing purpose on the transformer firewall, and its control box is also fixed on the transformer firewall. So this is a typical drawing for the transformer foundations, having a plan. In plan view it is having a 2 number of hauling beam here, the SUMP pit here. This is a cross section of the transformer foundations. So this hauling wall is running towards the length of the transformer bund, and these are the general detail. And this is one type of transformer having a sound enclosure all around, or fire protection all around. So this is in plan, having the main block, hauling beams, oil containment area. In section view you can see this is a main block, and in another section view this will show the hauling walls or beam, and these are the bund wall. Finally the precast concrete element to be placed over the transformer bund wall as a fire protection or sound protection. So this is a general detail of this kind of transformer foundation. Another kind of a transformer for 167 MA transformer as a single phase. So this transformer generally used to have the bund wall which is completed using the brick masonry. The hauling or the wall type of constructions, so which is having a tie beam which is connected the jack pad, the J3 which is a jack pad. There are 4 jack pads here, J1 to 4. This is LV side. So the transformer is used to place over this position, the jackpot, 4 jackpot positions. So while if we are going to take a sections, the section will be like this. For hauling wall, which is running towards the transformer LV to HV directions, like this. And this section 1 is a directions along the length of the bund wall. And these are the general details of other views. There are also other supports nearby. This is C, means that it is a cooler support, and B is a bushing, and these are all the other supports. S is a pipe support for the cooling system. So this is a one type of transformer foundations. Transformer laid over the wall and hauling wall with a jacking pad. And this is another type of foundations where the grating is done with the metal grating. So here also this is a main block and a hauling beam used to move the transformers from the access road to the transformer main block. So these are the structural mounting over the transformer bund wall. So this structure is to hold the precast concrete element for firewall protection. And these are accessories. This is a equipment support, detail 5. And the grating should be segregated like this. Each individual panel, those to be mounted on the supports like this. So these supports generally used to laid over the transformer bund base slab using after casting chemical anchoring bolts. Over this grating, the metal to be filled over the grating so that the oil spill will not make a slippage while walking over the grating during maintenance. So this is a general details to be provided during engineering. And this is a reinforcement detail of the transformers which we have seen. This is 132 bar 66 kV transformers, and this is a element details for firewall. So as this firewall to be laid over the steel structures which is mounted on the foundations like this. So this is a plan view and this is a sectional view or elevation view of the firewall element. So these are the various element, small element, concrete element we need to split and give the quantities and the weight like this. And fine, next one is we are going to look the pile foundation type of transformers. So this is one of the transformers which we have done for the Indonesian projects. So this is a transformer foundation layout. In general, it is having a firewall also which is resting on the transformer bund wall. So both the firewall and the transformer main block is having the pile. So you can see that circular element which is a pile which is running towards the length of the firewall which is around the transformer bund except the front side which record the transformer movement. And this is a main block which is also supported on the pile. So you can see the sectional view. So this is a firewall having a pile, series of pile, and this is a main block having a pile foundations. So these are the reinforcement detail for the pile cap of transformer main block and the slabs. Also the firewall is missing here, but the firewall reinforcement is extended to the main block or main slab of the transformer oil bund. So this is a detail of gratings. So the grating is divided into various segments here, and according to that it should be supported on the C profile or UPN, UPE. So this is a precast stressed concrete spun piles which is having a wall thickness of 60 mm. So this is a grating dimensions, and its supporting arrangement here with the HE and UPN profiles. And finally we are going to look at pile foundations. This is a cast in situ pile. Over that the pile cap for the transformer is placed. So this main block for the transformer is done with a pile cap. Remaining the oil bund are done with the masonry works. Oil bund and slabs are, so that those details are not shown here. So this is HV side and LV side, which is having a pile, 4 number of piles. So these are the inserts. This hatched portion are the insert plate where the transformer is going to resting on that, and these are the rail. This is 110 kV bar 33 kV transformer foundations, which is a 16 MVA transformer. So these are other details of inserts and the pile cap details. Pile cap is 900 mm deep. So with this we can see in other videos which is explaining more about the calculation part. Thank you. Look description for more related videos. Subscribe to this channel for more updates. Thank you.